Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Kels and Sash Show. This is a show where you get everything raw, no filter, so we get it, so we give you.
That's right. That's right. Oh my God.
You forgot your
Welcome
name?
back, guys. Welcome back. It's been a long time. I'm Kels,
And I'm Sash.
and welcome to the Kels and Sash Show. I know it's been a long time coming. You guys been waiting.
It's been a long
We didn't
time.
forget about you guys. We've just been like really busy doing a lot of things. Okay,
Yeah.
but we're back, and tonight.
Hope you guys are safe, doing good, and excited for the holiday.
Yes. I hope you guys are excited, and I hope everyone is doing great and everyone's happy and healthy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But anyways, with no further ado, right? Tonight's topic, right? Because that's what it is about, as you know, it's always about some relationships, right? Relationship drama or issues or whatever it is around relationship. We love to discuss relationships. We're not experts, just bear in mind, we are not experts on relationship. We merely just give our viewpoints, right? Maybe it could be something that we experience or people we know who experience. You know, that's just it. We're not relationships gurus. Just to know that, right? But with no further ado, we're gonna talk about the topic for tonight is Sash.
So this one is a very controversial topic, right? Because and you'll hear people talk about it nonstop. Or man always push back on women and be like, "What you bring to the table, right? What do you bring to the table? What do you as a woman bring to the table?" And I think that is such an important topic for us to tackle tonight.
What do you bring to the table?
So,
This
what
one.
the excitement part is watching,
Oh Lord.
right?
So what do you bring? Do you bring yourself? What do you say when they ask you that question? I don't even know. Do they even ask this kind of question?
When you ask the question, yeah, usually like you'll hear a woman, "Oh, I bring myself," or they'll point, it's like, "I bring me," or whatever it is. But I think
Okay.
it's like there's so much more to that than just saying you. Like, who are you, right?
That's right. That's
exactly.
right. That's definitely it, because at the same time you're looking at the man and be like, what can you do for me?
Mm-hmm.
Right? So they're saying, what do you bring to this? What are you bringing to this relationship if we decided to have one or to start one, right? So it's very tricky in a sense like that. As women, we bring a lot. Sometimes we may not have, or some women may not have a good financial background, but other than that, they can be it doesn't mean that they're not a good woman.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So it just depends on you as a woman. Like, what are you looking for?
Mm-hmm.
And if you're looking for all of that,
I think in one of our previous sessions,
all the things in a man, and then you really don't have anything to kind of like support that, it's kind of like,
Mm-hmm. In one of our previous sessions, we
fear in
talked
a sense,
about.
I guess.
I think we briefly spoke about some sense of self-investment, like when you invest in yourself, and then you understand the whole value and worth of yourself. Right.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Definitely. So it's kind of like saying, "Oh, I want a man to have a house. I want a man to have a car, and he has to be making like 5-figure income, or he has to be in a certain profession, and this is your list of things that you want." And bear in mind, there's nothing wrong with that, because as a woman, we do want the best.
So
Right?
I actually want to hear your thoughts on this. If a man approached you and said, "Okay, we're before we go any further, what do you bring to the table?" Like, how would you respond to that?
For me personally, I am not going to answer that question, because for me, I believe that if you like me and I like you, get to know me first, right? Who I am as a person, my values, and all of that. Because once you get to know the person, you don't even have to ask the question, what you bring to the table. You know what the job I do, right? You get to see me in my natural environment. Who am I as a person, right? How do I interact with other people, right? So I think it comes down to a lot of things. So from all of that, I think as a man, you can get to see, is this the type of person I want to be with? How are you in when we communicate? Am I the type of person that dismiss you when you speak or say certain things? Do I disrespect you in any way? So what do I bring to the table? I am not going to answer that question. First and foremost, I'm going to be like, listen, I already know what I'm looking for, and you, as a person, you're coming to me, you know what you're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
If I feel like I don't see that in you, and it's not just about the fact that if you have money or a house or car or whatever. For me, yes, those things are good, but it's not the most important thing for me in any person I meet.
Mm-hmm.
So at the same time, I'm just going to be like, let me see who you are as a person first. Because you may, like, honestly, I'm not going to say I don't want a man that has money, but honestly, you have to be rich, right?
Mm-hmm.
But financially educated is a key thing for me, because at the same time, you may not have a lot of money, but if you are smart with your money, and we're both smart with our money or whatever little bit we come with,
Mm-hmm.
we can have a lot, right? So at the same time, what you bring to the table, I want to see the type of person who you are as a person. You need to take the time to see who I am as a person, because I'm not going to answer that question.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. So that's what I think. What you bring to the table, I don't come to you with this and be like, oh, do you have a BMW? Do you have a house? Do you make $600,000 a year? I'm not the type of woman that does that.
Yeah, I think it
right?
should be more on the value of the individual. So for me, like, you know, I always say, like, I won't accept certain things, and the reason why, because personally I have worked on myself to be at a certain place where because I know what you're getting from me, even being in a relationship with me. What are you coming at me with? You know, do you have drama? Are you coming with unhealed trauma? All of these things. Are you coming with 7 baby mamas, 18 kids? You know, are you coming with all of these certain type of baggages?
Exactly.
Are you coming with, you know, are you coming as a broken man? Have you done the work on yourself?
Yes.
Where are you in your life?
Definitely.
Where are you financially? You know, do you know how to connect emotionally? Do you know how to actually have a deep conversation? Can we have a conversation, right? So these are things, because again, I know what I'm bringing. You're not, there's no drama, right? So you're not gonna get drama with me. And this is it, you know, like, especially for Black women, and I'm gonna say that, is that when dating is so hard for us, because the perception is like, oh, you know, especially if you have kids and you're then going into a relationship, then men question these things. Okay, what is she coming with? Especially if she's a single mom, all of these things. So all these underlying factors, right? So,
and yeah. You know what? You can't really be upset if a man asks you that, because I am a single mother, and it's fact, like, if I met somebody, they're gonna want to know, maybe not your whole history, but you know, maybe something like, okay, like, whatever it was about your past, but not so much, because my past is my past. I have lived, it's gone. Now I'm focusing on the future. But to get to know a little bit about you, that's okay. I can share that with you. I'm open enough where I can share that with you. I don't feel like I need to hide anything from you, right? You're gonna get to know who I am, right? And that's okay. So that's fine. Again, as Sash says, like, whatever baggages you're coming with, I want to know what it is.
Yeah.
Am I going to be open to accept that?
Yeah.
And it go both ways, right? And as she says, someone that is financially stable, it's important, because baddest thing may be, like, we're a woman, and we are programmed, we're conditioned from childhood that a man should take care of us. But yet we grew, we learned, we're more educated, we know the world, it doesn't work like that at all times, right? I personally don't believe in 50-50. No. Okay. Well, we can talk about that. So, but yeah, I don't believe in a 50-50 relationship.
We can even list the amount of stuff that, you know, like, okay, as I said, it's a very controversial topic, and we're gonna get people coming at us and all of that. But, you know, it's like, okay, a woman can bear a child. They're bringing a whole new human. They're giving you a family. You give a woman a house, she gives you a home, right? You give her groceries, she gives you a meal. That support, that, you know, that support system on a whole other level.
So that's the thing too,
so there's so many things, and it naturally, biologically, like, that's how we are. We're nurturing creatures, right? So we are gonna come with that, and that's why sometimes, like, you know, there's a good and bad to it, because sometimes what that does is allow us to settle in. We're always like so forgiving, and like, yeah, like I see the best version in you, even though you can't even see that version of yourself in yourself. Sometimes we see it and we're like, okay, I'm gonna help you to get there. And I'm telling you, when you have a very supportive woman by your side, you are king.
So that's the thing. That's why I don't. That's why I said I would never answer that question. Like, if a man should come to me and ask me, "What do you bring to the table?" First of all, I don't even ask that question to a man. My initial thing with anyone I meet or I like in some way and they like me, we get to know each other, right? I'm not gonna. I will over from conversations and from having interactions. You'll get to know the type of person that person is, and then you can decide is what does he bring to the table. Like, ask yourself that question, right? You don't have to really direct the question to that person, but ask yourself what does that person bring to the table for you. Is he able to support you, right? Financially, emotionally, right? At the same time, I can financially support myself, but at the same time, if you're coming to me like, I can't bear all the load on myself, hell, we got a lot of bills in this place to pay. So like, it both ways. I can cover you, you cover me, because again, relationship, when you're in a relationship with a person, you're not by yourself. It should be considered as one unit, right? We both cover each other. So for example, if for God forbid you lost your job, I should be able to back you up, right? I'm just saying that's what a relationship should be. So what you bring to the table is that we are supporting each other.
You want to know what's crazy about that too? A lot of the folks that do ask that question and become very defensive, even asking the questions, they're the one with all these whole lot of family, that in groups and corners you don't even know they exist. They're the ones that are unbroken and haven't gone through the process of even healing, or they don't even believe in sitting down with someone and going through the process of actually getting healing therapy, and working on themselves. Yeah, that's true. Right? Therapy. So that's what I'm saying. So if you're unbroken, right, or a lot of them too, it's like
not unbroken. If you're broken,
yeah, a lot of them, it's like if you ask them, you're like, okay, what's your situation? Oh, I just became single, and they're just became single within that 1 to 5 year period, where it's like, okay, what have you done to work on yourself? It doesn't matter, and this is it doesn't matter if you feel that, okay, you know what, it's not working out, that person gone their way, I'm gone my way. It was still a relationship. You were in a relationship with someone. Now you're no longer with that person, and whatever relationship that was, right, you know what it was. But have you done the work on yourself to feel like you're ready for a healthy relationship? And if you have, like, it's very important, right? So you're bringing all of these things, and you think, okay, no, dating crazy today is very crazy, right? And it's like
relationships now, or dating now is so much different from like our parents' time or grandparents' time.
So different.
It is so different. I feel like it's so much more complicated now. It is just so crazy. Like, I just found something here. It was a letter from I think this person's from an Indian background, and they basically outline what they want for their daughter, right? Like, basically they're saying, okay, this is what my daughter is. She's a university graduate of whatever program it may be. She's caring, she's talented, outstanding, kind-hearted human being. She's respected in everyone. She respects everyone in society, blah, 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 whatever. So basically, who they're looking for a groom who is basically able, like,
have some sort
financially able to take care of their family, his family, right? And has equal importance of all family members. So basically, not just his family, but also her family should also be of importance, which by right is true, right? He should be of a good family background. People always say, oh, good family background, educated, modern parents, good financial stability, and no family disputes. Okay, that can be tricky. The financial background and caring for family equally, I do understand that, but you got to understand that sometimes people have childhood trauma. It could be that maybe their mom was either not there, our father not there. There's so many different family dynamics. So what if the person doesn't come, whether the person is from a broken home? And sometimes it's sad because that really, you have to really think, okay, what trauma is that person coming in with? And I can't really, really say anything bad about this father saying, I want you to be from a good family background, because honestly,
I know
it
my
has a
daughter brings
lot
to the
to
table.
do with mental health and how does your background, family background, affect you, and how you basically relate and interact with your now new family, right? So that is very important, coming from a good family background. But sometimes nowadays it's like not everyone is from a good family background, but then it could be, as Sasha, that person may take the time, right? Hopefully they do take the time to actually work on themselves, get the therapy they need, you know what I mean, and know who they are, get the help they need from early on. So when they do decide that some part in their life they want to have a family, they are healthy, mentally healthy enough to actually navigate that other side, right? So
Sure.
yeah, it's tricky when you say what you bring to the table. And I've seen a lot of videos with people saying, oh, like, and I think I saw this one video one time where this guy was like, you know what, a man shouldn't ask a woman what they bring to the table, just as he said, because a woman brings so much to the table.
Yeah.
As women, we are like, we're giving you children, we're making you a home, we're doing everything, pretty much like what your mom did for you.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean?
Because
so
the
it's
woman
just like,
coming in is like, the woman is a table, and you take that table and what do you do with it?
we bring a lot
You
to the table.
You add stuff to that
I mean,
table.
bear in mind, not every woman is like that.
For sure.
We got to be like real here. Not everyone's gonna be like, oh, not everyone is a good woman. Let's just say that. Not every woman is a good man, just like not every man is a good man. You have it on both sides. But
do you think part of the question is also stemmed from how how a lot of women in today's society carries themselves, and it's sort of like devalue them in a way, right? So it's more of it's coming from a place where it's like, oh, man, woman used to be so, like conservative, covered up, respectful, classy, all of this, and now
I think it stems from that.
Women walk around half naked, is like there's nothing left.
So one of the reasons is definitely stem from how women carry themselves.
Yeah.
Nowadays, skin has to be out everywhere. Everything like nothing is a mystery anymore. Basically what it is, like,
so you think the question is more aligned for those women, saying, when they said, okay, what you bring to the table? Because then those women come back and they're like, well, I bring myself, this is what I bring. But it's like, okay, every woman,
it's more than
right?
It's more than just how women carry themselves. It's more of the fact that there's more women out there that are so much more independent and doing everything for themselves, right? Because they have been in relationships where they basically pour their heart and soul out for that person, that man, and then they get the shit end of the stick. Basically, the men just run off with some other woman or whatever the case may be and leave them after they did everything for them. So now it stemmed from that. So that woman now that's been supporting this idiot, right, gone off with somebody else because they feel like that grass is greener on the other side. So now it stemmed from all of that. The fact that women are so much more independent. They work on themselves. They have everything for themselves. So they're looking at men like, what can you do for me? Really and truly, what can you do for me that I can't do for myself? So the question is, what do you bring to the table? Because I can pay my bills. I have a house. Blah, 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 whatever, right? What can you do for me that I cannot do for myself?
And that's a good question,
right? I mean, that's where it stems from, right?
Yeah.
And again, men start asking the question, what do you bring to the table? Because again, men are like, okay, I worked on myself, I have a good job, I'm making this, but you're coming to me saying you want this and you don't got shit in your pocket, right? So it's going both ways, and so a flip-flop between both genders, right? Okay, what do you bring to the table? What do you bring to the table?
Yeah, it's more helpful.
First and foremost, if you ask me the question, the conversation is done, dead. We're not talking. I'm not answering the question.
Yeah. So, both of you know what you bring individually, right? And together, how does that's literally a castle, right?
I
Right
really
there.
believe that if two person met each other and they really truly like each other, into each other, that's a question that's not going to be asked. If a man really wants a woman and want to be with that woman, that man is never going to ask you that question, because that man already made up his mind that he's coming to you and he's willing to do whatever it is.
He's gonna treat you like the woman
exactly
you want, how you deserve to be.
So
deserve, that's the word. How you deserve to be treated.
Right. So a man that comes to you and asks you that question, just run him. Just not even like, don't even talk in my face. Period. Okay? Because I feel when a man wants a woman and really, truly knows what they want, they're not gonna come ask you what you bring to the table. They're already coming to you with whatever it is and give you that, so you can
multiply,
do the best you can do with what there. They're not gonna ask you what you bring to the table. You will
flourish for sure.
So there you go.
Right?
I would say, any man asks you the question there, just run. Especially in nowadays, women who are independent, financially stable, have their job, have everything, and them set, right? I hope they're not. No, that man's not gonna come to you with that shit. I'm sorry. Don't come to me with that. I mean, there's a lot of things to consider there, because mental health is a big thing, where the woman can be financially stable, everything, but then she got some mental issues. So then, what you bring to the table, I don't know, bipolar disorder. Yeah. I mean, yeah, and that's where you have conversation.
For sure, right? Because
that's where conversations come in.
That's
right?
where it comes in, because being with
because person. I could have all the materialistic things in the world, but you didn't even know that I have a mental issue. And when and if,
and will they accept you?
That time when something should happen and then I become unstable, are you willing to stick through it with me?
Yeah, will they accept you?
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's who you are.
Exactly. So that's the other side of me that you cannot see that I bring to the table, because you cannot see issues like that until it comes to the surface, right? You could see that I have a house, a car. You could see I have money in my account, right? You could see that, okay, I have a nice personality, but there's other stuff there that's hidden that you can't see, right? So that's where conversation comes on, where the person can trust you enough to open and say, hey, I have been through therapy for 5 years because I have this, blah, 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 whatever. There are times that this may happen. Is this something that you think you can handle if that should happen?
Yeah.
Can I rely on you? Can I trust you? Would you have my back? You know what I mean? So what you bring to the table, it could be everything else and nothing at the same time.
True.
There you go. I'm done.
But Kelly's done. But for sure, like, we would definitely love to hear your perspective on this. As I said, it's a very controversial topic, and it gets thrown around quite so often.
It does.
Yeah, for sure.
So
it's
sad,
like,
because
right. So
I feel like it's too much now, where men are just acting like women now. They're just like, oh,
because the men want to get taken care of. It's like a flip. It's like,
everybody wants to be taken care
exactly.
of. There's nothing wrong with that, right? There's nothing wrong with being taken care of.
Exactly.
You should be taken care of.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying, right? But we can see that there's definitely that switch where, the men wears the pink now. Let's just say that a lot of men wear the pink now. They want to be the woman. They want to get the one that the car door get opens for them. Just give them a heel. They want to do the whole thing right now. So it's like, be a king, and watch me, like, melt into my watch me melt into my feminine energy and be that woman for you, right?
Yeah, simple as that.
It's that simple.
It's that simple. It is simple, but as human, we just complicate everything.
Complicate things.
We just have to complicate, because it's like, if we don't got complication, we ain't happy.
For sure.
We're not happy if things are not complicated, right? So that's just what it is, really. But it's not hard, honestly. It's truly not hard. We just make things hard. Right? I guess we're just built that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's it for today. Thank you for watching the Kels and Sash show. What we say, Sash? This is a show where you get
everything raw, no filter. So we get the so we give. Until next time, peace.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.